Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Gabriel Dorcas vlog, and this vlog is all about the total woman in the making. Okay, so today I am going to be talking about a topic that says, what should I do in my waiting period? Okay, so many people, when they are still single, they just, you know, while away time, they are moody, they are frustrated. I mean, they're like anxious. Okay, so that's why I'm going to be trashing this, and I want to trash this topic once and for all. So, what should I do in my waiting period when he's not here, when he has not proposed yet? So, what should I do when my husband has not proposed yet? What should I be doing? Okay, I'm going to use my own experience to encourage someone out there. Let me tell you, singleness is not a curse. That you're single, you're not under a curse, you're not under a spell. No matter those people will be like, you're single, are you cursed and all that. Your friends are getting married. Don't mind them. I am serious. Don't mind them. Singleness is not a curse. Now, when somebody prays, God gives the person three answers. One is yes, no, and that one is wait. So you've prayed about it, and God is saying wait. Now, what should you be doing when God says wait? Okay, so first and foremost, you should discover yourself. You should discover yourself, invest in yourself, develop yourself. Okay, and how do you discover yourself? How do you develop yourself? See, so many times we take time to prepare for marriage or wedding rather. We take time to prepare for wedding, but we don't prepare for marriage. So during this period of waiting, it's the time to prepare for your marriage. Marriage is a forever journey. It's not a journey of coming back. It's a journey of no return. Yes, one of my pastors have said that there's a journey of no return. So it's a forever journey, so you need to prepare. It's a lifelong journey, so you need to take time to prepare for it. So don't go about preparing for wedding dress, the makeup, the person that is going to design the designer shoe wear, rings and all that. All these things are material things. See, that day will come and go, but your wedding, your marriage is forever. So as you make your bed, you lie on it. A word is enough for the wise. So you single out there, you are not under a curse. Singleness is not a curse. I tell you, my girl, celebrate your singlehood. Celebrate the woman you're becoming. Celebrate the woman you are now. Celebrate yourself, okay? Don't allow anybody define you. Don't allow anybody tell you, you are this, you are that. No. Tell yourself, I will wait. Okay? And also, I want to say this, don't be anxious that you're still single. Don't be anxious. Don't be moved by what you're seeing your friends do. Don't be moved by what the world is saying, what the society is saying. Don't be moved by all that. Society can push you. But let me tell you, if they push you to the wrong hands, you'll be the one regretting that you married that person. So just stay focused, fix your gaze on Jesus. Don't be anxious. Philippians chapter 4 verse 6 says, be anxious for nothing, but in everything through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving make your request unto God. So my beloved sister, don't be anxious. Okay, just stay calm. So I'm going to be using my own life as um, a kind of an encouragement to a life out there, to you out there. Okay, so I was in this long time relationship, 8 years, yeah, 8 years relationship. Okay, so it didn't work out. Like, it was not the will of God for my life. Yeah, and I decided that okay, I was just going to wait. Okay, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm not going to any relationship again. So that's it. I decided to wait, and my waiting period. So I read books. I gave myself a target. I told myself I was going to read 10 books. I have a diary. I usually have a diary. Even till now, I still have my diary. So my diary, I wrote down the 10 books I was going to read, and I anyone I read, I will take it. and I gave myself like a period of 3 months to finish those books. Anyone I read, I'll just take it like, okay, see, Chika, you've read Five Love Languages. That's one of them. Another one is No More to Now by Gillian Akoni. You've read this one, I'll just take it. There's one, Gary Chapman. Okay, Five Love Languages by Gary Chapman. There's another one again, I'm trying to remember, a female. So anyone I read, I'll just take it like, okay, see, I've read it, I'll take it, okay? So that was just what I was doing. I was just taking the ones that. So another thing I did was I listened to messages. There's one man that helped me, Dominion City Pastor Pastor David Whaley. I listened to his messages. I listened to the right man of Winners Chapel, Pastor David Dipo, the assistant. I've really forgotten his name, but I listened to the man. I listened to many messages that they did, many messages from my pastor. I listened to female pastors. I listened to a lot of messages. Okay, and another thing was I was learning things like how to enroll for a catering school, like how to make cake. I learned that. Also, I was just involving myself in training. Also, in my teaching field, I went for so many seminars and functions. So I paid money, learned phonics. I learned so many things. I learned sewing. So I was just developing myself. Okay, so that is what you're meant to do as a sister. During a period of waiting, it's not a period of crying. It's a period of developing yourself. And I also invested in my spiritual life. I was always going for sisters programs. See, hey, if you're a child of God, you must do it the God's way. There's only one way, and that is the God's way. So I was really very much involved in my church. I had a mentor then. I was always a handbag. Anywhere she's going, I'm following her. Okay, I was in the intercessors department. I was actively serving the Lord. I was in choir. I was in the youth. I was very, very active in the church. At times I'll come to the altar. I'll pray. Okay. It was even that period I went for my WOFB. Okay. I did a Bible college program, like call it WOFB. I was like I participated in WOFB. So I was just investing myself. I was just investing into myself, doing a lot and lot of training. So you out there, during a period of waiting, not a period of gossiping, going to people's house. It's a period of engaging yourself, developing yourself. Okay. And I can also remember I also asked questions. Okay, I had to learn cooking, even though I was not so good in cooking, but I had to go to one of my AD's house. I like virtually became, a tech mate. And I can't just be. I was serving her. I had to serve. Okay, I had to learn how to cook. And when I came back from Oyo, my story changed. Like my mommy confessed that yes, my cooking has changed. Even my dad. So I really learned stuff like that. I learned how to cook. Okay, I learned how to go to the market. Even as big as I was, I couldn't go to the market and buy correct things. So I had to learn. So it's a period of learning. And I'll sit down with my colleagues at work that's older women. I'll sit down with them and I'll ask them questions. So you need to ask a lot of questions. Ask them questions. Ask them their experiences. Even my own mom, I was so inquisitive asking because this is something I've not ventured into before. I needed enough information to carry me through. Okay? So these are things you should do. Your waiting period is not a time to waste. It's a time to celebrate yourself. And I also took myself out. Okay? I didn't even allow anybody to like brainwash me. I took myself out and I also invested in the word of God. I was always given to studying. My quiet time is not a joke. I was always studying, praying, seeking the face of God, and always I didn't have anybody in mind. So I had a free mind. I was just praying to God and I was trusting God. I didn't come and do this one that you're trusting God and you're hanging out with someone. I didn't hang out with anybody. I was just trusting God totally for for him to give my life partner. So in the period of waiting, so these are the things you are meant to do. Okay, it's not a period of like getting frustrated. It's not a period of gossiping. It's not a period of um, asking God why or complaining, murmuring. I mean, it's not a period to waste. It's not a period. It's a time to celebrate yourself. It's a time that you can. It's a time you need to value because you'll never see it again. And if you don't use it very well, you'll so regret it because that's the only time you have to prepare yourself. So it's a period of preparation. It's a period of development. Thank you very much for listening and to my own experience. So I believe I've trashed this topic on what to do in your waiting period. Okay, so if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, don't leave without subscribing to clicking on the subscribe button because it doesn't bite. Ìfẹ́ bí ẹ̀jẹ̀ òwúrọ̀ látàgbà.